Tell me, is the trust recession killing your listing business? My name is Chris Stafford, 30-year listing agent, and also the founder of the Listing Collective, where I train the top listing agents in the country. And let me tell you, there is all kinds of recessions in our country. I mean, there's a recession politically, there's a recession economically, there's so many different recessions. But the one recession that is really probably killing your business is what I call the trust recession. What is the trust recession, you ask? Well, the trust recession is nothing more than your sellers and potential new sellers and your leads into your listing pipeline. They don't know who you are. They have absolutely no clue. They don't know what you have done in the past. They don't know what kind of experience you have. And especially if you're going into a listing presentation cold, the trust recession is something that can really make it much more difficult for you to get that listing agreement signed. So how do you combat the trust recession? How do you diminish the trust recession? Well, there's two things that you can do, and I want you to stay for the end of the video because I'm going to tell you the second thing, which is how you can get that for free. But the first thing, and this is really super important, is we just have to figure out a way to get as much information to a seller in advance of your listing presentation so that you are perceived as the authority in your marketplace. You are perceived as the expert in your marketplace. You are perceived as the go-to person for listings, selling your houses in your area. Wouldn't that be so cool if you could walk into a listing presentation and find that the sellers, actually know everything about you? They actually have seen things about you online that really, what have you done? What have you accomplished and all that kind of stuff. Could you imagine if you gave sellers in advance that information? Can you imagine if you gave leads that information? Could you imagine if you even gave, service providers, professionals that information, attorneys, investment advisors, probate attorneys, CPAs, insurance agents? What if you could give them that information all in advance? Because they all work with high net worth individuals, high-end clients, and if you could really combat and break down that trust recession in advance so that people really know how you do it, I can tell you how to do it. Two things. Number one, develop a YouTube channel. I have become convinced that there is no greater way for zero money to really combat the trust recession. And you know me, in the Listing Collective, I talk about all the time, what can we do that doesn't cost a lot of money? Well, I will tell you that developing a YouTube channel, starting a YouTube channel, is probably one of the most pivotal things that you can do to make that trust recession go down so that people really get to know you, so that people really establishes your brand, it establishes your authority, it establishes the fact that you're an expert in that particular area. So here's what I would do. If you don't have a YouTube channel right now, get one. Start a YouTube channel. If you want more information on how to start a YouTube channel that I can walk you through, hit the link down below and let's jump on a call. It's so easy. And like I said, it doesn't cost any money. And all you got to do is just get some graphics, get some information on yourself as a header, and then start putting videos out. Consistent videos. You know me, I'm pretty much posting videos on YouTube every single day, but you don't have to do every single day. Once a week, start off with once a week. They could be short 3-minute videos and it could be just about anything. It could be about new listings on the marketplace, whether they're yours or not. It could be about market stats in your neighborhoods. It could be a new restaurant that opened up, or a favorite restaurant that you have, or a favorite coffee shop that you have. Heck, you could even interview like a coffee shop owner or a restaurant person. You could be walking through somebody else's super cool high-end listing and providing voiceover commentary using CapCut. If you want no more information about CapCut, just go to CapCut.com. That's what I use to edit all my videos. I have the CapCut Pro version. I think I'm paying $6.99 a month. The point is, without hardly any money, you could kick out one 3 to 5 minute video per week. It doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to have graphics. Use CapCut, put captions in, maybe splice it, the front and the back, and that's it. Post it to your YouTube channel. Can you imagine if you do this once a week for, let's just say 20 weeks, you'd have 20 videos that you could actually send that channel to your sellers before a listing presentation, to your leads, to your professional service providers, to try to get them to understand that you are the expert in this area, in this city. It's so easy to do, and here's a pro tip. Do not make it AI generated. Do not make it perfect. I have a friend of mine that actually does YouTube videos, and he'll record a 10-minute video, and then he spends 8 hours editing it. Don't do that. When I'm recording a video, like after this video is done, I'm actually going to go to my laptop. I'm actually going to edit the video, upload it to YouTube. That whole process is probably going to take 10 minutes tops. I don't care what else you're doing with your 10 minutes, but in 10 minutes, you cannot have a better use of your time in 10 minutes. Because don't make it complicated. And I guess my point too is don't make it perfect. If you screw up a video, guess what? Just keep talking, laugh about it. There is no mistake that you can make on video, seriously, that you can't just laugh about it, big shit-eating grin on your face, and just keep going. Because you know what that means? That shows that you are authentic. And in this world where all these videos are so super glossy and amazing graphics and everything else, the video shows that you are authentic, you're a real person, you make mistakes, but you know your stuff. And that's the most important thing. So don't spend a lot of time editing videos. Just do your YouTube channel. Just start posting videos about anything in your marketplace. Like I said, other people's listings, your listings, cafes, restaurants, market stats, your experiences, make behind the scenes, you staging a listing. It's just one of the most amazing things that you can do that doesn't cost money, that you can send to people in advance and get people to know you, respect you, and love you and trust you. And isn't that people who want to do business with? People they know, love, and trust. So absolutely, number one, get your YouTube channel started ASAP. Number two, get a statement of qualifications. Statement of qualifications is nothing more than a sophisticated business card. Think of it like a condensed CMA. You know all that BS you have in your CMA? Well, all a statement of qualifications is having your resume, CV, having your marketing plan, maybe a couple special pages devoted to, like, if you work probates, how you work with probate attorneys, testimonials, and people that they can call, okay? And all you got to do is, again, keep it simple. Just staple it on top, put it in a beautiful folder, and you're on fire. You can send that to your sellers in advance. You can send it to your prospects in advance, your leads, and also your professionals that you're trying to add to your CRM, which you should be doing. But again, it doesn't have to be complicated. Make it look sophisticated and with some very basic graphics. And I have seen most people kick one out in an hour. Or you can hire somebody on Fiverr to make it really pretty for you for like 20 bucks. But the bottom line is, it's just a sophisticated calling card that you can send to people in advance. And here's the kicker. Do you want my statement of qualifications? Put down qualifications in the comments below, and I will make sure that you get those statement of qualifications. So just drop in the comments qualifications, and I'll give you a copy of mine, and then you can do what you want with it. You can plagiarize it, make it your own, steal my ideas, steal my graphics, heck, I don't care. But just get your statement of qualifications in your trunk. Make copies of it. I used to make like 20 copies of my statement of qualifications. Just staple at the top with a really nice folder, like a bifold folder, and I'd put that in there with my business card, and I put it in a nice envelope, like an 8.5 by 11 envelope. I'd have 20 copies of those 20 envelopes in my trunk. So if I ever wanted to give one to somebody I met on the street, or somebody I met in the store, or I wanted to drop one off at an expired listing with a hand note, it's so easy to do. So the two things that you can do to really break the trust recession and make yourself the authority, the expert in a particular area, and make it so that people know you, like you, and trust you in advance of you meeting them to sell their house, in advance of you talking to leads and prospects, in advance of you getting professionals into your CRM, is make sure that you have that YouTube channel and you're consistently putting videos into that channel about your marketplace, number one. And number two, create your statement of qualifications. Use mine by putting qualifications in the comments below. And those two things alone will go a long way to making you the trusted expert in your marketplace.